Lego freak here. Just walking home from the gym. I look crazy talking to my phone. Yeah, just decided to spice up the video a bit. Long walk home. It's like 2 miles from here. I'm like walk, and then I'm gonna start full on jogging. And yeah, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be, I'm gonna be out of breath, sweating a lot. This hoodie's gonna smell terrible, but you know. Anyways, enjoy the video. Hey guys, Lego freak here, and you might be wondering why I'm uploading on Tuesday. I'm probably gonna make my upload schedule every Tuesday now instead of every Monday, because after work on because I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so I'm usually really tired Monday. Whew, and so yeah, I'll probably be uploading every Tuesday now instead of every Monday. So yeah, and about the live stream I announced in my last video, not sure when that's gonna be. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's tomorrow. But I'm not sure about that. I will upload another video as soon as I know. So yeah, but it might be tomorrow, maybe. So yeah, and I might also do later tonight or tomorrow, whenever you are seeing this, or whenever I get this uploaded. I'll be doing like a test stream. It's just gonna be me just kind of having fun and just kind of just messing with the settings and all that stuff. So if you guys want to join that, feel free. It's just gonna be a fun little short like test stream, just me figuring out how all the stuff works, because the first time I did it, like I practiced with like an unlisted stream and had like my dad watch it, but yeah, so I'm gonna do like a legit, just a test stream, just to kind of get in and mess with stuff, see how it all works. So anyways, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the live stream. But without further ado, let's get into this tutorial. Right, and the minifigure for today is Lobo. Now, for some reason, I just woke up one morning and I'm like, you know what? I want to make a bunch of Superman villains. Well, actually, more specifically, I was thinking I want to make Lobo. Because, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of, like, him in the comics, but he's always been kind of like a cool-looking character, just mean kind of like the big biker-type dude. So I wanted to make him, and then I don't know, I just all of a sudden really wanted to make a bunch of Superman villains. So I have my own versions, like, started of, obviously I made Lobo, and if you looked at my Instagram, you've probably seen the Lex Luthor power armor suit. But I'm also making Livewire, Metallo, my own General Zod, Machizaplex, however you say that, and a bunch of others. I actually have a big list of Superman villains that I want to make. I've just been having fun with it. So, is there any Superman villains that you guys want me to see? Let me know that in the comments. But anyway, moving on to this figure. This is actually a really, really fun figure to make. I just really enjoyed it. And his weapon, pretty cool, but it's gonna be hard to like spin around. So, not much on the back anyway. So. Yeah, but let's go ahead and get into the tools that I used. The tools I used to make this particular minifigure are red paint, brown paint, black paint. I did use two different kinds. I used like a gloss black and a matte black, but you could just use one if you want. Gray paint, silver paint, white paint, a paintbrush, a thumbtack for details. This kind of like card stock material for the jacket. Some sculpting stuff. I use green stuff, but you can use whatever kind of sculpting material. And believe it or not, one of these Xbox gift cards. Yeah, I know. I'll explain how I use this in a moment. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into the pieces that I used. Guys, and the pieces I used for this particular minifigure, the hair was just this hair piece, this Thor hair piece, like that blonde in there. Anyway, so yeah, the face was a Aquaman face, believe it or not. Yeah, that side of it. I mean, you could use this side, but I decided to use like the big angry like, keep dropping it, the big angry like face. And I did use this like Batman, one of the new Batman belt pieces. I know, jeez, Butterfingers. All right, I know this is the Catwoman belt, but same thing. I used one of these as well. And for his like weapon, I used just a chain piece. So yeah, and as far as the rest of it goes, just a white torso, white arms, whatever color legs, black legs. Now I did use that technique where you extend the legs pretty much. So yeah, so these legs are actually longer than a normal minifigure. So if you look at him like next to Superman, he is he's not like insanely taller, but he is definitely taller by a little bit. So yeah, but whatever color legs really, just because I painted over them, but black legs. You could just use some simple black legs. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into the actual painting tutorial. Alright guys, so for the sake of the tutorial, I did take off his jacket and his little chain weapon. Now if you cares about this weapon, basically I I took some green stuff, flattened it down, and kind of carved it in the shape of this hook. Because I noticed in several references he had like this big old hook with a chain around his wrist. So pretty much I took a chain piece and I just cut off the stud on both ends. And then here I just kind of clipped it. It's a little hard to see, but I clipped it and then just slid this hook in there. So yeah, and then I also did kind of shave. If you look inside this piece, I did shave it in there so it fits around his wrist. So yeah, for the coat, really, I do have a tutorial on these if you want to check that out. Just simple coat. I painted some little pockets, just a pocket there and a pocket on the other side. Painted like just along the line, the edge here, just some silver for like a zipper, and then 2 buttons. Really simple. So, what the heck, dude? Keep your hand in. Okay, you know what? His hand is just going willy. Come here. Come here. I will leave your hand out for this entire tutorial. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, so basically starting with his face, I just painted the whole thing white. Obviously painting around his features. I'll go ahead and take that off. Yeah. So, just painted it white, and I just put the like little... where's my thumbtack? Where's my thumbtack? So many different freaking outtakes and things. Not outtakes. Not the word I'm looking for. Anyway, pretty much just painted like his actual eyes red, and then just left the pupils white. Painted this kind of like, basically just a circle on his eye, then I just kind of painted this little line going off and then a curved line going down to it. So yeah, painted a beard in black around here, just very simple, easy to paint a beard. Now for the hair, I just took that hair piece and I literally just started like rolling out lines of green stuff. Just take some, kind of pinch it, roll it between your fingers, and then just stick it on. And the hard part, though, was making it fit with the jacket, because I sculpted it originally without a jacket on. But it actually does work fine. So you can see that it extends like all the way around. And I think it looks pretty dope, because he has like these, like a dreadlock sort of hair. So yeah, pretty simple. To be honest, just taking little things of green stuff, or whatever, clay, and just putting it on the hair. And yeah, then for this arm here, in several references I saw like he had this, on this arm, he had this big old, I don't really know, it's just like a wrist brace, I guess. So basically I just took some green stuff, put it on his wrist, and flattened it out. It does kind of go up here, right here a little bit. It's hard to explain like how I sculpt stuff most of the time, but yeah. And then I just painted some silver going down here, just give it a little bit more detail. It has a black hand, of course, instead of a white hand, just to go with this thing. So yep, this arm is literally nothing done to it, just white arm with a white hand. I took the belt piece, I did actually cut it off. You see it doesn't actually go on like the back part, because it made the jacket look weird. It made him look like he had like a really fat like waist. So I cut the back end of the belt off, just left the front on. I did sculpt this skull here, and pretty much how I did that was I took a piece of plastic. I actually took this here, this wing thing that comes with like Lego Batman set, and I just took some green stuff and I pushed it onto the plastic. I just flattened it completely onto the plastic, and then from there I kind of just formed it into the shape of a skull and did all the detail work. I just took this toothpick and pushed in holes for the eyes, kind of did this little V, and then I took an X-Acto knife and made these little grooves for the mouth. It's a little hard to see there, you can see a little bit better, and I did do the little nose grooves as well, and then I just let it dry, and as soon as it was dry I could just peel it off the plastic, and it's really simple. So yeah, that's how I sculpted that, and then I just glued it on the buckle of the belt. Like if you look, this little buckle piece, I just glued it on there. So yeah, and then for the leg here, dude, move your dang arm. He's just having all kinds of arguments with me. So for the, oh yeah, by the way, this is an old, look at the back of the torso. Oh my gosh. It's the old, what torso even is that? Jeez. That's from years ago. Alright. Yeah, this is an old face for, Bronze Tiger, I think. Anyway, ignore that. Just ignore, see that face? Ignore that face. This is where I used the Xbox card right here. This little, like, buckle, gun holster, whatever you call it. This little, not buckle, jeez, pocket. And I just painted it brown. Just basically cut an Xbox card and just glued it on his leg, and then just painted this little brown like square there for more detail. So yeah, it's actually a really useful plastic. That is the plastic I used to make the CW Speedster's lightning bolts on the side of their helmet. It's a really good material, because I mean, like, I have a ton of Xbox cards now that, like, you know, obviously I've used them all, and there's a lot of plastic, and it's a really good material. So if you're not sure, like, a good kind of plastic material to use for making kind of like custom pockets, knee pads, all that sort of thing, I would try either Xbox cards or something similar. Really nice. Anyway, I did take some electrical tape and put it on his leg like it's a strap going around. Again, ignore the back completely because she's like, look at that, it's a train wreck. Anywho, but yeah, it's just some electrical tape that goes around just for that extra detail, but you could just paint on the strap. I did paint his boots brown, just simple brown paint. Now for the skulls on the legs, you could do the same plastic technique, but what I did, I just literally started sculpting them on the legs. I just pushed the green stuff onto the legs, put in the two, pushed in the eye holes there, and the grooves for that, and I took an X-Acto knife, did the mouth again. Then I took some black, put it in the eyes. Now for the nose and mouth, it was a little harder to get it there. What I did was I kind of just took a paintbrush with black paint on it. Then I kind of wiped the paint off on like a paper towel, and then just kind of like tapped at it with the paintbrush to get the black in there, and it looks pretty good. This skull didn't come out nearly as good as this one, but I still think that they look cool because in a lot of the references, you get like these big old skull knee pads, and I really wanted to kind of get that on the character because I just thought that it looked really cool. So yeah, and I mean, aside from some sculpting, it is a pretty simple figure. Also, forgot to mention, I painted this skull in gunmetal instead of silver just to give it a little bit of a different look. And obviously, I did paint this with some gray paint. I don't really have many tips for painting muscles. It's really darn hard for me to get it this symmetrical. Like oftentimes the abs will just look so uneven or off-centered or something, and it's just really hard for me to paint muscles. So this came out really good actually for me. But I'll kind of give you a sort of idea of how I do. I start with the collarbone because that's the easiest. I just kind of like line up, kind of figure out where the middle of the torso is. That's the hardest part. And then I start the collarbone there. I just kind of do this little curved line, and that way. And then I paint a line down and then continue the curve for his pectorals. And then from there, it's really just a matter of looking at like a muscular Lego torso and copying it. I looked at the new Lego Batman torso and pretty much tried to copy that to the letter. So it's really hard to do though. Like painting muscles is not easy. I don't know if you guys have any tips for that. I'd actually love to hear them because it's really hard for me to paint like muscles. But yeah, anyways, of course I painted the belt black, but that should kind of go without saying. But yeah, anyway, it's a fun figure to make, and I'm really enjoying working on other Superman villains. So yeah, just and if there's any you want to see, let me know in the comments. I'm also working, of course, on other projects as well. But I don't know, something about the Superman villains have just been so much fun recently. And I've been really enjoying it. So anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up this video. Guys, that wraps up this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, freaking dogs, as well as subscribe. Totally forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, let's get into shoutouts before we end this video. First shout out goes to Agent Art. Yeah. Next one goes to Brickmaster Productions. So there you go. Next one goes to Braincorn Studios. Okay. Next one goes to Star Animations, or STAR. So there you go. And the next one goes to Angel Gaming 21. So there you go. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Anyways, that about wraps up this video and shoutouts. Hope you guys liked it, which I said earlier, so I'm just repeating myself now. Anyways, this has been Lego Freak. Peace. Yeah. Just finished the running section, and man, I'm sweating. My armpit's like a faucet. It's just, this hoodie is drenched. I'm gonna have to go home. I'm gonna have to wring it out. Freaking, it's brutal, guys. It's brutal. Anyway, yeah.